You are welcome to today's lesson. In our previous discussions, we were talking about rigid motion. And so today we are continuing by looking at the subtopic reflection on the y-axis. Now, what are some of the types of reflection? Remember, in our last meeting, we looked at reflection on the x-axis. And so today we are going to continue by looking at reflection in the y-axis, which is the second type of reflection. This reflection is also called reflection in the line x equals 0. Example: draw the triangle ABC with vertices A, which is 2, 4, B, 3, 7, then C, which is 6, 6. Then also you are supposed to draw the image triangle A1, B1, C1 of triangle ABC under a reflection in the y-axis. Then lastly, you have to indicate the coordinates of the triangle A1, B1, C1. And so since we are reflecting or we are performing reflection, I will need my graph sheet. And so this is my x-axis and my y-axis as usual, with my positive and negative y values on the y-axis. And this is my positive and negative x values. So remember, we were given the point A, which is 2, 4, B, which is 3, 7, and C, which is 6, 6 to plot. So I'll plot the first point A, which is 2 on the x-axis, 4 on the y-axis. Point B, which is 3 on the x-axis, 7 on the y-axis. Point C, which is 6 on the x-axis, 6 on the y-axis. Then we join the points together. So I'll join point A to B, B to C, and A to C. And so this forms a triangle ABC. Now remember that we are to reflect this triangle ABC on the y-axis. So the y-axis over here acts as the mirror line. Remember, I said the mirror line is a line that represents the mirror. So what we are using as our mirror is the y-axis. So to reflect on the y-axis, we'll pick the first point A and move towards the y-axis. So let's count. 1, 2. So I counted 2 steps to get to the mirror line. In the same way, I have to count 2 steps away from the mirror line to produce the image point. So let's count 1, 2. So that last point produces the point A1, which is negative 2, 4. We'll pick the next point. This time around, let's pick point C and move towards the mirror line, which is the y-axis. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I counted 6 steps to get to the mirror line. So we'll count 6 steps away from the mirror line to produce the image point C1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the last point is what produces C1, which is negative 6, 6. We pick the last point, which is point B, and reflect towards the y-axis. So let's count 1, 2, 3. So I move 3 steps to get to the mirror line. In the same way, I have to count 3 steps away from the mirror line. So 1, 2, 3. So the last point over here produces point B1, which is negative 3, 7. So we can join the points together. I can join point A1 to B1, then I'll join point B1 to C1, then lastly I'll join A1 to C1, and that produces triangle A1, C1, B1, C1. And so I have indicated all the vertices as stated in the question. Now let's take note. Remember that the first point, which was point A, 2, 4, produced an image point A1 which became negative 2, 4. Point B, which was 3, 7, also produced an image point B1, which is negative 3, 7. Point C, which was 6, 6, produced an image point C1, which is negative 6, 6. It will be observed that the x-coordinate of the first point, which was point A, was a positive value, and after reflecting on the y-axis, it became a negative value. The x-coordinate of the second point, which is B, was also a positive value, and after reflecting on the y-axis, it became a negative value. The last point, which is point C, its x-coordinate was also a positive value, and after reflection in the y-axis, its value became negative. In conclusion, anytime I'm reflecting on the y-axis, the x value is negated. And so when I have a point A, which is xy, the x-coordinate of the point A is negated to produce the image point A1. In the same way, when I'm reflecting the point B, which is xy, on the y-axis, its image point B1, the x-coordinate becomes negative. Now your assignment for the day. You are to draw the triangle PQR with vertices P, 2, 4, Q, which is 3, 7, and R, which is 6, 7. Also, you are to draw the image triangle P1Q1R1 of triangle PQR under a reflection in the y-axis. Then lastly, you are to indicate the coordinates of the triangle P1Q1R1. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.